Hello everybody and welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at a new mod recently released over the Giants Mod Hub called Supply and Transport Contracts. But before that, this video is brought to you by Cowboy Killer 1307. Thank you for being a farm baron. Now I will say that this is not going to be your average new and noteworthy mod review because I am traveling today, so I do not quite have all of my assets. I mistakenly did not include my new and noteworthy intro in my my archive of assets, but I do hopefully have enough assets to give you a good video nonetheless. Now let's talk a little bit about this new contract mod. I have to say, this mod, in my opinion, is one of the mods that I think will go down toward the tail end of FarmSim 19's existence as one of those mods that you didn't know you needed until you had, and then you're like, well, why did we not ever have this before? It's simple, elegant, and expands gameplay significantly. So let's read the description and talk about what this mod really is. So, supply and transport contracts. Your neighbors are unable to complete some of their supply contracts and are looking for your help. For a fixed sell price and a generous reward, you'll be required to supply and transport different products to sell point locations. Just make sure all the products are delivered before time expires. Once a contract is accepted by you, you alone become solely responsible for the cost of any products. So let's take a look in game at basically what this looks like and how you interact with it. So you interact with this mod from contract screen. And here you can see I've got a few contracts. I've got a transport contract for the water tower and a transport contract for the coffee house. On this particular game save, I own all the fields, so I will not have any field contracts from AI farmers. But I do have 3 supply and transport contracts. Before you get super excited at the income that I'm going to get off of these, do note that this particular game save is on easy economy. When I loaded this save up with the supply and transport contracts activated, I am getting a 60% bonus over what would have been the best price at the time for this particular crop. If you have normal economy, you can expect a 40% bonus. And if you have hard economy, you can expect a 20% bonus. So the amount you will get is based on your economic difficulty level at the time the contract is generated. Very important point. You load this mod up, a brand new game save, your economy level is always going to be normal. So any contracts that are initiated, first load up a brand new game save with this mod activated will be the 40% bonus. But any new contracts after you have adjusted your economy should reflect the new economy setting. What else do you need to know about this mod? Well, let's take a look. Here I have a contract. I have 47 minutes remaining on it to supply 128,000 liters of sunflowers to the port grain elevator. And if I do that, Emerson Ramirez is going to pay me $413,000. That is a heap load of money. If you play on a clock speed other than 1x, I think a lot of people do, based on other feedback that I've gotten from other videos, that you play on 5 times speed, then don't freak out when you see the clock ticking down like crazy. It is still 46 in-game minutes, okay? Don't freak out if you play at 10 times or 15 times speed, because the clock is really going to be ticking down at that point. Okay, but it is still 43 in-game minutes. Slow the clock down so we don't run out of time before we can deliver this contract, and take a look at a couple other contracts that spawned in when I activated this mod. Philip Elder wishes to basically have us deliver 61,000 liters a week for him to the port grain elevator. I have 10 hours and 41 minutes do that contract, he's going to pay me $98,000. Anthony Morgan is going to pay me $134,000 if I deliver 36,000 liters of soybeans in the next 36 hours. So some of these contracts are short-lived. Some of these contracts give you a fair bit of time to deliver the product. This is going to be your product out of your silos. This is not product you're going to pick up from somebody else. Anthony Morgan doesn't have 36,000 liters of soybeans sitting somewhere on the map that you get to go pick up and deliver for him. You have to have had 36,000 liters of soybeans in order to deliver this particular contract and get the reward. Let's do that very thing for Emerson Ramirez's contract of sunflowers. So I happen to have semi here loaded up with 60,000 liters of sunflowers. We'll be able to satisfy almost half of that contract. I will say that I have loaded this mod up on a few other saves with various other mods activated, like Straw Harvest add-on. And with Straw Harvest add-on, I did get a contract for straw pellets. I've also seen contracts for milk and other products like grass. So I would say this mod will probably generate supply contract mods, supply and transport contracts for pretty much any build type that might be available on the map for sale. So if you play on a multi-fruit map, then the additional multi-fruits should also be eligible for a supply and transport contract. If you play on a production map, then products that you can sell that are listed in the prices screen can also be available for supply and transport. See here we have 47% transported for our supply and transport sunflowers contract. And if we take a look at our contract screen, we show that 47% progress. I am going to use, for the sake of demonstrations purposes, another fine GTX mod in easy depth controls. Where I am going to just add 60,000 liters of sunflowers to this trailer so that we can demonstrate the completion of this contract. I would, of course, not suggest that you use this on your normal gameplay just for the sole purpose of satisfying contracts. What fun is that? But I can't think of any better way of getting rid of 128,000 liters of sunflowers if you have them than to get $400,000 of revenue. Because it is far more revenue that you're going to get from normal sell price. Satisfied 70%, 9%, 94%, and we'll go ahead and finish out the contract here. So we have now supply and transport contract completed. Go here, we'll see that the results show completed. And we do have a spot here. If the time does run out and you do not complete the contract, there will be a penalty for missing crops. Now we can go $413,000. Thank you very much. I would lovely appreciate that money transferred to my bank account. And there you go. That is supply and transport contracts in a nutshell. Like I said, I think it's not that it's a simple one. I'm sure coding this mod wasn't simple. It's simple in concept, right? We have field work contracts to do field work on an AI farmer's field, and we get paid to do the work and deliver the product to someone. We have transport contracts where we transport pallets of goods from one place to another. This basically is almost a marriage of the two concepts, in that we have AI farmers that have committed to provide product to a sell point. If they are not able, for whatever reason, to fulfill that commitment, and they have basically put it out there and said, if anybody has the means to deliver 128,000 liters of sunflowers to Port Southwest for leaves in the next hour, I'll give you 400,000. You've got the product. Step up to the plate, buddy. Earn yourself 400 G. Guys, if you like this mod, let me know down in the comments what you think of it. And be sure to always download mods from the Giants website. Always go to the in-game mod hub and give it a rating. If you feel this mod deserves a 5 stars, give it 5 stars. If you feel, for whatever reason, it deserves 1 star, just give it a 1. Please go and rate mods you download from the Giants mod hub. Helps the mod author, helps the community. And until next time, happy farming.